How to replace a Relax the Back Laevo ZG Chair control module. You will need a Phillips head screwdriver, a wire cutter, and new zip ties. Be sure to save all removed parts for reassembly. To get started, remove the head pillow from the chair, disconnect the chair's power cable, then tip the chair forward, resting the front of the chair on the floor. Next, remove the clip and pin that secure the lift actuator to the chair. Be sure to retain the washer. Now, pull the bottom chair frame away from the chair base. Move the lift actuator out of the way, press the locking tabs on each side of the control module air hose bank inward, then pull up on the air hose bank to detach it. Next, disconnect each of the control module connectors. Remove the strap that secures the footrest and backrest actuator cables to the chair. Next, use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the screw that secures the power cable guide to the chair. Use a wire cutter to cut the zip tie that secures the remote cable to the chair, then disconnect the remote cable connectors. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the screw that secures the remote cable guide to the chair. Next, cut the two zip ties that secure the lift actuator cables to the actuator shaft, then disconnect the connectors. Now, remove the strap that secures the LED light cable to the chair, then disconnect the cable. Cut the zip tie that secures the backrest and footrest actuator cables to the control module. Next, use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the two screws that secure the control module to the chair. Be sure to retain the washers from the end of each screw. You can now remove the control module from the chair. Cut the zip ties that secure the plastic casing to the control module cable harness, then remove the plastic casing. Finally, remove the white plastic cable guide from the remote and power cables. Before installing the new control module, first install the plastic casing you removed from the old control module onto the new control module cables. Locate the LED light cable and remove it from the plastic casing, then secure each end of the casing with a new zip tie. Cut the excess zip ties. Now, place the control module into position, aligning the screw holes. Replace the lower screw, installing a washer onto the screw between the control module and the chair frame, and hand tighten it. Replace the upper screw and washer, then hand tighten it. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten both screws. Next, connect the lift actuator cables, matching the pins and sockets, then coil the cable and secure it to the top of the actuator using 2 new zip ties. Cut the excess zip ties. Next, use a new zip tie to secure the footrest and backrest actuator cables to the control module, using the small hole in the control module. Cut the excess zip tie. Now, connect the footrest and backrest actuator cables to the corresponding cables from the control module, matching the label text. Be sure to align the connector pins with the sockets before connecting. Replace the strap to secure the footrest and backrest actuator cables to the chair frame. Install a white cable guide onto the control module remote cable. Then replace the screw to secure the cable guide to the chair frame. Coil the remote cable slack, then use a new zip tie to secure the remote, backrest actuator, and footrest actuator cables to the chair frame. Cut the excess zip tie. Connect the remote control cable to the control module remote cable. Next, install a white cable guide onto the control module power cable, then replace the screw to secure the cable guide to the chair frame. Connect the control module LED light connector to the corresponding connector from the chair. Now, Bundle the cables on the left-hand side of the control module, then replace the strap to secure the cable bundle to the chair frame. Locate the in-arm backrest control cable coming from the right-hand side panel, follow it to identify the connector, then connect it to the control module connector labeled back. Be sure to align the pins with the sockets before connecting. Next, locate the in-arm footrest control cable coming from the left-hand side panel, follow it to identify the connector, then connect it to the control module connector labeled legs. Be sure to align the pins with the sockets before connecting. Now, connect the remaining control module connectors to the corresponding connectors from the chair, matching by label, size, and color. Next, attach the air hose bank to the control module, with the blue labeled hose on the right-hand side. Be sure to install the air hose bank all the way onto the fitting, until the locking tabs are visible on top of the air hose bank. Push the chair frame forward, then align the lift actuator mounting points. Replace the pin, then install the washer onto the end of the pin before replacing the clip to secure it. Finally, return the chair to the upright position. Plug the power cable into the power supply. Replace the head pillow. And you're done.